in time, and then the pressure hits. Fingernails scrabble for a better grip, but gravity's a clever bitch, and every pebble slips as her weight settles in. Limbs spin, pinwheel, windmill, in a bid to instill a little feeling of balance. A hard trick when heart's pricked by fear's talons. Shh, I can hear it hammering. A caged animal smelling the slaughter wagon. Paws are tattered, claws retracted, a natural attempt to halt a forced descent, and then falling. Air and land all spin, and I'm torn between soaring the skies or exploring aside to the reaper's disguise. Clouds sweep aside, and it seems like for one sweet moment of semi-flight, everything is right, there, clearly defined from pale outline to fine detail. But the lines are failing, the brightness waning. I try to take it all in. From my vantage in the sky, it seems I can see creation. All the patterns and the shapes, and if I could understand the placement, the secret hidden configuration, then I just might break this cycle. I just might wake my mind's eye before the pavement blinds it. I just might raise a phoenix from the ash of this swan dive. But then again, all I do is lie. I twist truths like kids' balloons to wave in the mind's eye. It's a trick I use to reset, regress, remind that, yes, I'm the performer, you're the guest. I'll talk and digress at appalling length, but there's rewards at the end for you all who are the best at just fawning attention. Oh, sorry, it should be feigning attention. Anyway, that's irrelevant. The reward you celebrate is formless, amorphous, contorting. It's all in the performance. Of course, this might all be horseshit. Admittedly great manure for other thoughts to raise thorns from, but entirely too organic to be worth more than small sums. Oh, did I mention that all I do is lie? It's not a personal vibe, it's just when I write, I try to hide these... It's not a personal vibe, it's just when I write, I try to hide... See if it's going to go there, that's just terrible. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to dedicate that last one to memory. Don't clap, you bastards. I hear the clap of pity. I can hear contempt in hands beating. Cheer of pain from the back. Right, I'm going to do one from paper, because that saves having to use a memory blitz over a long weekend. And then the clothes came off. Jeans and t-shirt heaved the loft, and she'll be breathing out my name just like a flame be calling moths. She's got that same degree of softness, that heated curl of top lip that hides the ever-burning fire of passion behind a hot whip. She's been burnt, and so have I, and so we've learned to temper pride, to curb our innermost desires, so our flight does not, like Icarus, burn bright and then expire. We learn to ride the thermal climbs because we need the heat to rise, but if we get too near the fires, wax perspires and feathers slide. Our dreams become our pyres. That's when the flames will reach their highest. So when the raging beast subsides, the embers have all died, and there's nothing left to light the way it used to shine. And yet somehow here we are, diving straight into the heart, both of us engulfed in sparks, but nothing's harming us. Moth dancing on the wick beneath the blue, and I could swear the glue that holds these wings we wear is hardened by the glare and flicker, till all we need is those. And so the clothes came off, jeans and t-shirts heaved the loft, and then we breathed each other's names into the flames to burn like moths. Thank you. And now for a little Freudian association. Free speech without notation. The free flotation of verb placement with a herbal taste. Man, I'm virtually wasted. Purple-faced, I hurtle straight to my workplace. Late again, man, I chase the second hand. Racing fast, I try to reach the door before the clock hits more than quarter past. And what a bastard. I'm hot and blasted, hopping fast, and it's hard for him to move his shoes, create a path, an unblocked view for me to pass through and leave the tube. Char, that's rude. So I boot his boots and then step smooth, myself removed before he blows a fuse. Doors close on his abuse and I'm left yawning. Shoes cracked and torn, my memory's worn, mid-morning blues of a yawning loser. So I form the thought, should start to walk in escalator sort of direction towards I get there and fall backwards, appalled. I start climbing the walls, man, they're being overhauled. I've got to walk the full set of stairs, so I get the stress out of my hair before daring each fairly steep, rarely seen clean set of steps. I get to the top, body burning with shot, lungs are bursting to pop, and I've still got a trot, 2 more minutes till I've got to my finishing spot. And not relishing lots about my presently hot situation, I send myself vacant with Zen meditation. I don't worry about traipsing. My feet feel the pavement and go where it takes them. A Taoist vocation. My toes know locations that I don't remember, or even pretend to. But still, this is work, and I know every bend of the paving, each crack in the making, slender in breaking, tenderly raking my pores. Each crack tells a story, each slab is a chorus of badly parked lorries and littering tourists. I could close my eyes forthwith and still wander in sureness upon these distorted and badly formed walkways. It's almost been trailblazed, each fork in the paving made fortunately notated by poorly aimed scraping. But I've no time to take this most leisurely pace. If I'm late for my workplace, I'll lose more than face. I'll lose pay, and that's crazy talk. All for a lazy jaunt? No, mate. I'm faced with 4 blocks worth of chasing the clockwork and praying my boss hurt his face in some god-awful fray or been lasered and taken by aliens to play out some daily enactment of pain. Hey, it's crazy to fantasise plainly about maiming the faces of those who've attained their positions of blamelessness, corporate fame and a card with their name on, company car with a free parking laid on. I just find it hard to respect any bastard who's earning 6 figures still can't find the heart to be civil. Blast it, I'm drivelling, masked in ambivalence. I ain't asked for this viciousness, carving initials on the bark of Yggdrasil. I'd rather just chill it and pass on these militant tasks that they ask me to master. See, I'm crafting a perfectly gory little plan where I crawl on my hands to the hall of the management, calling undamaged, you can't force me to stand. Yeah, I'm bored with my work and of course start to flirt with the thought of just shirking it, calling in, burning with heat like I'm poorly with fever. But it's too late for either of these options to be dared. I've stopped and I'm staring at my office and wearing a lopsided grin. My shirt is in tatters and I'm cursing this latter-day nervousness racking me. I don't even work on a Saturday. Thank you. Cheers, folks.